Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with another episode of weekly reading plans. I enjoy doing these videos every Friday because I love to kind of share with you a small snippet of my TBR, the books that I am hoping to get to in the week to come. I also, of course, do the TBR prompt. I spin the wheel for all of you to see, or hit the button on the website to get a random TBR prompt, and I throw it out there, and I encourage you all to participate as well by picking a book that fits the prompt as well and kind of joining me on this. Like I said, in 2023, I am looking to put together like my own list. So if you all have any suggestions on prompts, please let me know in the comments below and I'll add them to my ever-growing list. I'm not going to be able to create a website. I'm not that good at computer stuff. But I'm hoping to put something together that every week when I do this, we can spin it and, get a random prompt. I think it'll be a lot of fun for next year. But for this year, we're going to continue to use the TBR prompt website. So this is going to be for week number 31, and it is August the 1st through the 7th. So we're getting August TBR books, you guys. On Thursday, yesterday, I actually, my TBR jar books got, that video went up. And there's going to be another video coming next week for my kind of like the rest of my, not the rest of my TBR, but like the August events that I'm participating in. And I'll talk more about one of those in this video very briefly in a little bit. But let's first jump into the jar picks. What are the two jar picks? So I have changed this. If you did not watch my August TBR and heard me mention this, I used to pick 3 books out of this jar every week. I'm now only picking 2. So there's only 8 books in the jar now, you guys. And these are all new releases in August. So the exciting part is to hopefully read these, within the month of August and give you guys a review of them. Now, I have marked down on the pieces of paper what date they come out on, because all the ones that are available on audio, I am going to be listening to them on audio. So if it hasn't been released yet, when I pull it out of the jar, it's going to have to go back in the jar. I know, kind of defeats the purpose in a way, but not really, because most of the books, except for one, all come out like within the first week or so of August. So it going on later in the month, it'll be fine. It's just this first one that I have to really look. So let's shake up the jar a little bit here and pull out a random piece of paper, and let's see what we get here. We have the second first chance, and this is by Mona Schroff. This actually has no audio for it. So I'll pop a cover of it up here. It's a second chance romance. I'm very excited. This comes out, I think, on August the 2nd. But there is, like I said, no audio for this one. So I will just be reading this one. So perfect. That is the first book for this week. Very exciting. I hope the second one is an audio book, because I do need audiobooks to get through books during the week. So during the week, let's be realistic, guys. I do a lot of commuting back and forth to work and, stuff like that. So second book pick. Let's see what we have here. We have, that does not come out till August the 9th. So it's an audiobook, doesn't come out till the 9th. So let's put that back in the jar and hope we don't pull it out again. All right, so let's see what we get here. Live and in person, you guys. Live and in person. Perfect. The other book is The Magic of Lemon Drop Pie. This is by Rachel Linden. I think this comes out on August the 2nd, and I do have it on audio to listen to. Well, I will have it when it's released on audio. So that's book number 2. So The Second First Chance and The Magic of Lemon Drop Pie. Very excited about both of those books. Yay, that is going to be great. So we'll put this back. And then going forward, it should just be whatever books get pulled are the books that I'm going to read. Because like I said, most of them except for one come out at the very beginning of the month. So the next one will be my throwback book. I like including one of these. I am adding in a new series this month that I will be reading through. I have previously been reading my way through the Babysitter's Club, both Nancy Drew series, the Nancy Drew Files series and the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories series, which is the series that came out in the 30s. So the series that came out in the 80s and the series that came out in the 30s. Sweet Valley High, and I have added into it Sweet Valley Twins, because I've picked up some of these. This read will take me less than an hour, I guarantee it. It's right around 100 pages, and that font is huge. So literally Give me a bag of chips and an hour and I will have this, and a comfy spot on the couch, and I will have this book read. So that is going to be great. Best Friends, Sweet Valley Twins #1. This is when Elizabeth and Jessica are in middle school, for those of you who are not familiar with the Sweet Valley universe. I am actually debating on the Sweet Valley University books, on reading those too. I've seen a lot of those actually in thrift stores, so I'm going to see if I can hunt out the first 2 or 3 in thrift stores, and I might start that series as well. The only one I never read was Kids, which were the little ones. I was way beyond that age by the time, So anyway, that is my throwback book for the week. After that, guys, let's get to the TBR prompt. So as I already mentioned, there is a website called the TBR prompt, I think is that TBR machine. That's what it's called, the TBR machine. So I've just got my laptop over here beside me. And it was created by a booktuber, and we're just going to hit the button and get a random book. So let's go ahead and do that now. So let's hit the randomize button and see what book we get. Read a book with yellow on the cover. Yay, this is going to be super, super easy. I'm very, very excited because I know exactly what book it's going to be. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, friends, so I'm super excited because I am buddy reading this with one of my viewers, Jessica. We met through the Killing Time with Cozy's group, I think. I think that's where she found me. I'm not absolutely certain if she watched me before that or not. But we both mentioned that we wanted to read this book in August, and it works perfectly because the Killing Time with Cozy's does 2 scavenger hunts every month, where they give you 2 random kind of prompts to pick books. And one of the prompts is to read a book with yellow on the cover, so it fits perfectly. And Jessica and I both want to read this one. It came out last year, but I am going to listen to it on audio because it's narrated by the author, and I'm really excited. So even though I have a physical edition, I am going to listen to the audio. The Guncle by Steve Rowley. This came out last summer, and I bought this brand new when it was released in hardcover, because I love the cover so, so much. So I am very excited about this one, and I am going to read this one the first week of August. So yay, get this buddy read out of the way as well. So essentially it's about a man named Patrick who is gay, and I think it's his brother. Yeah, tragedy strikes, and his niece and nephew lose their mother, and Patrick's brother has a health crisis of his own. So the kids come and spend time with Patrick, who of course has no idea how to raise children or anything at all about children. So it's kind of, I know I've heard other people say this, it is the LGBTQ equivalent of the movie Uncle Buck. For those of you who ever saw the movie Uncle Buck when you were younger, I'm in my 40s, so it's my generation, the one with John Candy. And if you have not seen it, you need to watch it because it's a great movie. But anyway, I am really looking forward to this. I heard it's really heartfelt and funny, so yay, it's going to be great. And like I said, the audiobook is narrated by the author, so I'm very, very excited about this one. So next up, we have my Harlequin book pick. So that is going to be Her Best Friend the Duke by Laura Martin. This is an older Harlequin book that I want to get read. Essentially, that's what the Harlequin book picks are books that I have sitting on my glow set, books that I've bought that I haven't gotten to yet. These are not the anticipated reads books. That is something completely different that I am doing for a separate video that will come out at the end of the month. My Serious About Series book, my SAS book for this week, is going to be Cold Brew Corpse by Tara Lush. This, I believe, is the second book in the Coffee House, something like, it's a, I can't remember the name of the series, but it is a coffee shop in a town called Devil's Beach in Florida. And she runs a coffee shop called Purgatory. And I read the first one and I really liked it, and I'm really looking forward to reading the second book. And last but not least, like I said, the little unofficial kind of readathon that I am participating in the month of August. I'm going to share more about this when I do my August events video next week. But essentially, I blame Elizabeth over at Lizzie Faye Loves Books. So she reached out to me and she just left me a message on Voxer. And she's like, oh, by the way... She says, I have a bunch of Amish books to read. She's all about the literations. We do together Amish in April, where in the month of April we read Amish books. So because she wants to get some more series looked at, she's decided to do Amish in August. She asked if I unofficially wanted to participate. So there's no official readathon for this at all. It's essentially just, if you want to read some Amish books, let's do it in August. So I decided to participate, and there's a series that I absolutely love that I am not getting too fast enough, and that is the Amish Candy Shop Mystery Series by Amanda Flower, which I love. I've read the first 3 books and 2 of the novellas, and I still have 4 books, including the one that's being released at the end of August, plus a novella. So 5 in total to catch up completely to the series. So I decided to spend the month of August catching up. So I'll be reading 1 book a week in that series, and then I'll just put the novella in where it fits, because it's like 2 hours long on audio. And Hoopla has all these books available on audio, so I can just go ahead and borrow them, and it's great. So the first one the one I'm going to be starting with, I think, is book number 4, which is Toxic Toffee by Amanda Flower. Very excited about this. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, great TBR for the first week of August. I am super, super excited. So let me know what is your book pick for yellow on the cover. And also, again, it gets us that, for those of you who are part of the Killing Time with Cozies group, it'll get that book read ahead of the game. So we will all be ready for that live show. I think it's the 2nd Saturday in August, where we'll talk about those picks, scavenger hunt picks, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I felt like the Addams Family there all of a sudden, like da-da-da-da. Anyway, I need more coffee this morning. Guys, I will talk to you in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.